So, with the warm-up having been done for the Classic Hot Rods, we're on for the final. 8 cars partaking, with Steve Gooding in 31 and 24 Roger Wright to take them away. 192 Ken Marriott and 22 Rob Montagner. Stuart Wright 924, 445 Graham Boyd, 998 Andy Steward. Number 12 is Scott Chambers. And we're away. Loud howl of the 22 car of Rob Montagner as he thunders down the home straight for the first time. Hot in attendance and pursuing after 192 Ken Marriott. Had to take his place on the grid a little further back than he did do in the heats. And he is now therefore got a bigger challenge on his hands in this final. In fact, he's not broken away as yet from Montagner. And presently, Steve Gooding is your leader in this evening's final, ahead of 24 Roger Wright. Both having won finals. Roger won 2 at Northampton last year, and Steve himself the winner of a final at Northampton earlier this year. Here's the charge, and the man who went so well last meeting here at Birmingham, 924 Stuart Wright, not in the picture tonight, I'm afraid. He's tried some adjustments in the suspension and the power bands on that car, and unfortunately it's not coming together and he's not getting the car on cam. At the back, number 12, Scott James. Beautiful looking car, that Anglia. And certainly getting to grips with it in the classics tonight. Different ball game to the F1 stock cars that he normally races. Back at the head of affairs, at 31, Steve Gooding is still leading this final. 192 Ken Marriott in second place. Ken now looking for the inside line. 22 Rob Montagner, third place, but here now comes the 198 car of Andy Steward. And coming into the picture a lot earlier than he did do in the heats. And this could have an interesting bearing on the outcome of this race. Montagner on the station. And there goes 198 Andy Steward with his classic dive. You could quite clearly see how he did that as he went into turn number 1. Flicking quickly to the inside line just as he approached Montagner. And there he is now, chasing after Gooding in 31. Marriott is leading 192. But here now is 198 Andy Steward. Oh, and Gooding is a spinner. That's a shame. He's got back to it. Well, the race continues. No interruption. And now it's a question of whether Marriott can hang on and win this final, or whether Andy Steward will get the better of him. Ken remarked in the pits to me how he noticed how quicker Andy manages to eat up these corners. And the inside weight does have a bearing. Now, these cars do have 52% inside weight, but that is without the driver. And in all fairness to Andy, he is a big man, and all credit to him, he makes it count because his inside weight affects the handling of that car, and he's able to hug the inside line to maximum advantage. And there he is now, really hot on the inside of Ken Marriott. Now Ken will not relinquish the lead without a good battle, and they are battling it out quite decisively now. Andy forcing the issue, and Ken now having to give way. battle though. Daylight begins to show a little bit as they move through the turns. There with 445 Grey Boy. They're battling for third place. Right, Stewart in 924, Father Ken in 24. And then a little bit of a gap to number 12, Scott Chambers. 3 laps to go then, as Andy Steward comes to lap 31, Steve Gooding. Down the back straight, inches from the fence, and Scott Chambers having to retire to the infield. Looks like it could have well have been battery issues one more time for Scott. As the checker flag goes down, and 198, Andy Steward wins tonight's final ahead of 192 Ken Marriott. Third place went to 445 Graham Boyd, ahead of 22 Rob Montagner in fourth. In fifth was 924 Stuart Wright. Sixth was 24 Roger Wright. And seventh and last to finish was 31 Steve Gooding. Your retiree in the final will be number 12 Scott Chambers. So your top three tonight: 198, 192 and 445. Ken out donutting donut.